If you're serious about success, the first step is cutting the habit of watching everyone else. It's easy to comparing their wins, their lifestyle, their pace, and wondering why you're not there yet. But every second spent looking outward is a second you're not building what's yours. The truth is focusing on others creates distraction. Focusing on yourself creates direction when you stop chasing their timeline and start showing up for your own. Everything changes. Success doesn't come from comparison. It comes from clarity, discipline, and doing the work that actually moves you forward. In the next few moments, I'll share the inner shifts that separate those who obsess over others from those who focus entirely on themselves. You'll learn how to stop comparing, how to silence the noise of outside opinions, and how to train your mind to stay centered on your own path, even when distractions surround you. Imagine for a moment that you are standing at the very center of your own universe. Everything that happens around you, everything you wish to achieve, every vision you hold dear, begins with you. This is not a metaphor. This is a truth. Perhaps the most powerful truth you will ever come to understand. Your life will unfold exactly as you command it to, if only you first command it within your own mind. I've spent a lifetime studying the minds of the world's most successful men, industrialists, inventors, presidents, and philosophers. Each one of them, without exception, began their journey to greatness, not with money, not with influence, but with a definite purpose and a deep, unwavering belief in their own potential. They each made a decision to become the masters of their own faith. Andrew Carnegie, a man who was born into poverty in a one-room cottage in Scotland. When he came to America, he had no wealth, no family connections, and no formal education. What he did have was a burning vision, a desire so strong that it refused to be extinguished by circumstance. Mr. Carnegie understood what so many failed to realize, that the greatest limitations in life are not those imposed by the outside world, but those we accept within in our own thinking. Mr. Carnegie did not waste his time measuring himself against others. He did not envy the fortunes of those who came before him, nor did he shrink in the presence of those who seemed more educated, more experienced, or more favored by fortune. Instead, he went inward. He studied himself, he mastered his thought, he focused every ounce of his mental and physical energy toward the vision he had chosen. He planted his feet firmly at the center of his own universe and bent the world to meet his will. This is the lesson I urge you to embrace. Stop looking sideways. Your voice, stop looking sideways. Neighbor success has nothing to do with your potential, the promotions of your colleagues, the achievements of your friends, the accolades earned by others. These are not your compass. You are not here to live someone else's dream. You are here to awaken your own. Every time you compare your progress to someone else's, you give away a piece of your power. You shift the center of your universe to a place outside yourself. And once your focus leaves your inner world, your thoughts become scattered, your actions become reactive, and your results become inconsistent. Do you see how dangerous this is? You must reclaim the throne of your own mind. You must believe with absolute conviction that your ideas, your values, and your ambitions matter. They matter more than opinions. They matter more than current results. They matter more than secure or doubt. Carry, when you begin to operate from the center, life stops happening to you. It begins happening for you. Your thoughts gain clarity, your vision sharpens, your actions align with purpose, and the universe, strange and mysterious as it may be, begins to respond. All great change begins within. All success is first created in visible realm of thought. Before the skyscraper rises, the blueprint is drafted. Before the fortune is made, the vision is formed. Before the man becomes powerful, he becomes disciplined in thought. So I ask you, what is the vision you hold within? What idea burns so brightly in your heart that you cannot let it go? Do not ask whether it is possible. Ask whether it is yours, because if it is truly yours, then you must stop waiting for permission. You must stop looking for signs. You must stop comparing, hesitating. Doubting sees the reins of your inner world. Declare yourself the master of your fate. You are not here to imitate, you are here to create. Remember this, the greatest souls in history rose, not because they followed others, but because they followed their own inner voice. You have that voice too. It has never left you. It is waiting for you to listen. Stand tall, look within, and start building the life that only you can build. You are the center of your universe. Never forget it. The importance of self-belief throughout history. Those who soared the highest, who left indelible marks on the world, all shared one extraordinary quality, an unwavering belief in themselves. This belief was not arrogance. It was not ego. It was an inner conviction, a certainty that their vision was worth pursuing. No matter the cost, no matter the resistance, no matter the failure. Thomas Edison was a man who failed more than 0 times before he succeeded in creating the electric light bulb. Most men would have surrendered, most would have said you enough. They would have pointed to their efforts, their exhaustion, their years of toil, and concluded that success simply wasn't meant for them. But not Mr. Edison. Mr. Edison possessed something that all great achievers must cultivate, a belief in the worthiness of his own idea. Mr. Edison did not measure himself by those who gave up. He did not ask, why? Is this taking me so long? When others seem to find their success more quickly, he understood what few ever come to. Understand that failure is not a verdict, it is feedback. Every failed attempt was a step closer to mastery, a piece of the puzzle, a refinement of the dream. This is the spirit you must carry forward. You too have within you a seed of greatness. It lies quietly waiting for you to believe in it, waiting for you to act on it, waiting for you to nurture it with persistence, discipline, and courage. But above all, it waits for you to believe. Belief is not a luxury. It is not a trait reserved for the chosen few. It is the foundation upon which all progress is built. Without it, ideas remain wishes. Without it, goals remain fantasies. Without it, your greatest talents go unused, and your brightest dreams fade into regret. Understand this: doubts and fears are not signs of weakness. They are part of the journey. Every man or woman who has ever accomplished anything of substance has walked through the valley of uncertainty, but they kept moving. They did not give fear the driver's seat. They refused to hand over control to self-doubt. Instead, they fortified their belief like a fortress. They repeated their vision until it became a truth. They stood by their dream when no one else did so. I asked you, what do you believe about yourself? Do you believe you're capable of more? Do you believe that your dreams are valid, that your efforts are meaningful, that your ideas are worth pursuing? If you do, then act accordingly. Speak as one who believes, walk as one who belly plan, think. Move, build as one who knows that success is already yours. If only you refuse to let go, you must not wait for the world to validate you. That is a fool's game. Begins within the moment you decide to believe in your own power, your own path, your own possibility. You begin to pull success toward you. The people, the opportunities, the ideas, the resources, they begin to appear not by chance, but by cause. This is the secret. The great one's new belief is not a feeling. It is a choice. It is a decision made daily, hourly, moment by moment. And the more you choose to believe, the stronger you become, the more unstoppable you become, the more you discover just how vast your potential truly is. Believe in yourself. Not someday, not when you feel ready, but now, for everything you seek waits on the other side of belief. Open that door. Step through it and let the world see the power of a mind that believes. Goal setting and clear vision. Imagine sailing a vast ocean without a compet. The wind shift the waves, carry you in uncertain directions, and every movement becomes a reaction to the circumstances around you. There is no control, no direction, only drift. This is precisely how many live their lives aimlessly, without clear goals, reacting to life instead of commanding it. But the great achievers, the builders of empires and legacies, knew better. They lived by one rule: define the destination before the journey begins. Walt Disney is known across every continent, a symbol of creativity and wonder, but few remember how many times he was rejected before success found him. He was fired from a newspaper for lacking imagination. He faced bankruptcy, betrayal, and countless closed doors, yet through it all, Mr. Disney clung to one thing. With relentless devotion, a clear vision, he knew what he wanted to build. He saw it in his mind's eye long before the world believed it was possible, and that clarity became his compass. This is the lesson. Clarity breeds power. When you know precisely what you want, you summon the full force of your mind. Toward that aim, you begin to filter the world differently. Opportunities are recognized. Distractions are eliminated and energy flows. Where attention goes, a vague dream yields vague results. But a definite goal committed to paper reviewed daily and pursued with purpose that becomes a force of nature. It becomes a living contract between you and your future. So ask yourself, where are you going? This is not a question to be answered casually. It demands deep thought. It demands silence and introspection. You must become clear about what you truly want, not what others expect, not what fear allows, but you desire at the core of your being. Is it financial independence? Is it mastery in your craft? Is it freedom, contribution, legacy, whatever it is, right? Get down to the little. Thoughts are fleeting goals. When written, become anchors. They remind you who you are and where you're headed. Review them daily. Speak them aloud. Let them burn so brightly in your mind that no distraction can dim their light. Let every decision serve your goal. If a choice brings you closer, pursue it. If it takes you further away, reject it. With clarity comes focus. With focus comes momentum. And with momentum, you begin to move mountains. Do not be afraid of the size of your goal. Be afraid of living without one. The greatest tragedy is not in aiming high and missing. It is in aiming low and hitting. Successful people are not lucky. They are intentional. They move with purpose. They do not scatter. Their efforts in a 100 directions, they move like a river. Strong, consistent, unstoppable, because they have direction. You must be the same defined. Your goals, make them specific, make them measurable, make them so clear that even in moments of doubt, you can read them. And remember your path. Let them be your guiding stars in the darkest night. Let them bring order to your chaos, discipline to your actions, and certainty to your choices. A man without a goal is like a ship without a sail, vulnerable to every gust of wind, every passing storm. But a man with a goal, he becomes a creator, a builder, a conqueror of his own destiny. Clarity is not a gift. It is a discipline practice. It strengthens it. Live by it. And soon you will look back not with regret, but with pride, because you knew where you were going and you got their resilience and the power of persistence. When the name Abraham Lincoln is mentioned, mind immediately pictures one of the most revered leaders in history, but long before he held the highest office in the land. Mr. Lincoln walked a path marked by failure, rejection, and sorrow. He lost multiple options, failed in business, and endured deep personal tragedies. By any conventional measure, he should have been broken. He had every reason to quit, and yet he did not. Why? Because Mr. Lincoln understood something that most overlooked. Failure does not define you. Persistence. Does he refuse to let setbacks dictate his story? He saw each defeat not as a dead end, but as a bend in the road. He treated each disappointment as an invitation to grow, to reflect, to come back stronger. That relentless forward motion, that unyielding spirit is what transformed him from a man battered by life into a leader remembered for eternity. This same principle holds true for you. The road to greatness is not a straight line. It is not paved with comfort or ease. It is rugged, unpredictable, and often unforgiving. But within its challenges lies a secret. Those very challenges are the proving grounds of your future self. When obstacles rise, as they inevitably will, you have two choices: retreat or rise. You can let the storm crush your will, or you can let it carve your character. Those who achieve greatness are not those who avoid hardship. They are the ones who persist through it. Setbacks are not signs that you are on the wrong path. They are signs that you are on a path worth traveling. Every struggle, every failure sharpens, every fall builds resilience. Resilience is not something you were born with. It is something you build. It is forged in the fires of adversity, in the moments when everything within you wants to quit. But something greater inside whispers, keep going. And when you keep going, when you press forward in the face of fear, doubt, and pain, something remarkable happens. You grow stronger, not just in action, but in belief. You start to realize that you are capable of more than you ever imagined. You start to see that pain is temporary, but progress is permanent. Think of every great figure in history: Lincoln, Edison, Mandela, Roosevelt. Each one walked through fire. Each one was told they would not succeed. Each one failed repeatedly, but they persisted. And because they persisted, they became more than just successful. They became symbols of what is possible when a human being refuses to quit. So now turn inward and ask, what will define you? Will it be the setbacks, the moments when things didn't go your way, the failures that momentarily shook your confidence, or will it be your response to those moments? Will you rise like Mr. Lincoln and declare with your actions that no storm can destroy the spirit of someone who refuses to be broken. Do not wish for an easy life. Wish for the strength to endure a meaningful one. A life of purpose, of impact, of significance. The kind of life demands your resilience. It demands your persistence, and it rewards your unwavering faith in the journey. Keep pressing forward one step at a time, one challenge at a time. Let the world throw what it may. You are not here to fold. You are here to build, to learn, to rise. And in the end, when you look back, you will not regret the struggle. You will treasure it because it was through the struggle that you discovered your strength. Resilience turns ordinary people into extraordinary achievers. Let it turn you into the legend you were born to become. Avoid the comparison trap. The moment you begin to compare yourself to others, you hand over your power. You diminish your unique value. You blur the vision that is only yours to see. What was once a clear path becomes fogged with doubt, distraction, and dissatisfaction. Understand this truth: your journey is distinctly yours. No one else has lived your life, fought your battles, or dreamed your dreams, and therefore no one else's progress should define your worth. Ray Kroc, the man behind the explosive global growth of McDonald's, understood this principle well when he discovered a small hamburger stand run by the McDonald brothers. He didn't waste time comparing himself to other business owners or wondering whether he could match their success. He wasn't interested in what others were building. Was focused entirely on what he could build. He saw a vision where others saw a simple burger joint, and he chased that vision with tunnel, focus. Mr. Kroc turned that humble stand into an empire, not by looking sideways, but by looking forward. His eyes were fixed on his mission, not on the metrics of those around him, and that is why he succeeded. Comparison is a thief. It robs you of joy. It clouds your mind. It poisons your progress. When you measure yourself against others, you are playing a rigged game. You only see their highlights, not their hardships. You see the results, not the road, and in doing so, you forget that your own path is unfolding in perfect time. When you obsess over someone else's timeline, you abandon your own. You move out of alignment. You begin to chase goals that were never yours. And eventually, you find yourself exhausted, frustrated, and lost, not because you failed, but because you failed, but because you stopped being you. Your purpose in life is not to match or surpass others. Your purpose is to become the best, boldest, and truest version of yourself. That version does not live in comparison. It lives in creation. It grows not by watching others, but by looking inward. Measure your progress only against who you were yesterday. That is the only comparison that matters. Did you grow? Did you learn? Did you move closer to your purpose? If so, then you are succeeding, even if the world hasn't noticed yet. Do not let envy distract you from excellence. Do not let someone else's chapter 20 make you doubt your chapter 2. The journey is long, and greatness often begins quietly in the shadows where no one is clapping. But if you keep building, keep refining, and keep believing, the results will come. Be patient with your progress. Be ruthless with your focus, and most importantly, be loyal to your own path. Success is not found in winning someone else's race. It is found in finishing your own with integrity, passion, and purpose. So reclaim your power. Bring your focus back to center silence. The noise close, the comparison trap. Every time you feel the urge to compare, pause. Breathe, remind yourself. Here to compete, I am. Here to create. Let your journey unfold as it was meant to. Let your growth be your guide, and let your vision, not the world's, define your success. Because the truth is this: when you finally stop comparing, you finally start living. And in that space and that freedom, your true greatness will rise continuous. Learning and adaptability. Life does not reward the rigid. It rewards those who remain curious, flexible, and committed to continuous growth. The world is in constant motion, and those who rise to greatness are not those who resist change, but those who evolve with it. Was not handed success. He earned it through an insatiable desire to learn, to improve, and to innovate. Mr. Ford was not content to accept the world. He saw what could be, and then leaned what was necessary to build it. His success was not just the result of one brilliant idea. It was the result of relentless curiosity and an unwavering belief in growth. Mr. Ford questions, tested, studied, and adapted, and through that mindset, he transformed not just his own life, but the world's understanding of industry, transportation, and progress. This is the path available to you. The moment you believe that you have learned enough, grown enough, or achieved, enough is the moment you begin to decline because success is not static, it is dynamic. It evolves with the world, and so must you never stop expanding your horizons, read books, ask questions, seek mentors, challenge your own beliefs, push past the boundaries of what you know and step into the unknown with confidence. For it is in the unfamiliar that you grow. It is in the uncomfortable that you become more adaptability. It is not weakness, it is wisdom. To adjust does not mean to surrender your value. It means to strengthen your strategy. The most powerful people are those who can pivot without losing their purpose. They flow like water, able to move around any obstacle. While still reaching their destination, life will not always go according to plan. Markets shift, people change, opportunities come and go. And those who cling to the old way, the familiar path, or the outdated skill will be left behind, but not because you understand that learning is not a phase. It is a way of life. It is the very fuel of your evolution. Each new insight, each lesson learned, each skill acquired adds to your arsenal. It equips you to better navigate the twists and turns. Journey, the key is to approach every day as a student, to look at every situation, even failure, as a classroom. Ask, what is this moment here to teach me? What strength can I gain? What adjustment must I make? You must protect yourself from the greatest enemy of growth. Comfort whispers that you are fine where you are. It tempts you to stop stretching, stop striving, stop seeking. But comfort is not your friend. It is the silent killer of potential. You are meant for more. You are meant to learn, to change, to become. And every time you choose growth over ease, you become more capable, resilient, more powerful. So embrace the journey. Take the class. Read the book. Ask the hard questions, make the necessary changes, let go of what no longer serves you, and make space for what will elevate you. Your future belongs not to those who know it all, but to those who are willing to learn it all. Adapt, grow, rise, because in learning you lead, and adapting you master your destiny. And the world will belong to those who never stop becoming more, harnessing passion. And purpose. Passion is the heartbeat of lasting success. It is the invisible fire that fuels your journey, the energy source that makes the impossible feel possible without passion. Every task becomes a burden, every obstacle feels immovable. But when passion lives at the center of your work, it changes everything. Helen Keller is one of the greatest testament to this truth, blind and deaf before she was 2 years old. Her world was one of silence and darkness. And yet she did not accept defeat. She did not surrender to limitation. Guided by a deep burning desire to connect, to learn, to contribute, she became a symbol of resilience, courage, and purpose. Miss Keller did not just overcome. She thrived. She became an author, a speaker, and an inspiration to millions across the globe. And the key to her triumph was past passion for knowledge, passion for communication, passion for uplifting others. Despite the odds, this within you. You may not face the same challenges, but you face your own. And to move beyond them, to rise, to lead, to build a life of fulfillment, you must find what lights a fire in your soul. Ask yourself, what makes you come alive? What work could you do for hours without looking at the clock? What mission or idea fills you with excitement, meaning, and purpose? That is your passion. That is your calling. And when you discover it, your world transforms. That once felt dull now carry meaning. Long hours no longer exhaust you, they energize you. Obstacles become puzzles, not problem. You stop chasing external motivation because your purpose pulls you forward from within you. Become magnetic, focused, alive. Passion turns ordinary people into extraordinary achievers. It grants you the strength to persist when others quit. It gives you the courage to take risks, to stand alone, to chase what others call unrealistic. But understand, this passion is not something you stumble upon by accident. It must be discovered and chosen. Sometimes it is loud and clear, other times it whispers. You may have to try new things, fail at a few, and dig deep to uncover it. But once you do, never let it go. Dedicate yourself to it, cultivate it, build your life around it. And when the world tries to distract you or pull you in different directions, come back to your passion. Let it be your compass. This is your fuel. Let passion guide your decisions. Let it shape your career, your relationships, your contributions. Let it infuse your work with meaning and your days with joy. The truth is, the most successful people are not the ones with the most resources. They are the ones with the most fire inside. That fire allows them to endure what others avoided, pushes them forward. When logic says stop, it makes them unstoppable. So don't settle. Don't numb yourself with comfort or distraction. Find your passion and give it everything you have, because with passion, no dream is out of reach. With you do not just survive, you thrive. You thrive, you inspire. You lead, you live fully. Let your purpose be the magnetic force pulling you forward. Let your heart beat strong with the rhythm of something meaningful. And as you pursue your calling with passion, the world will take notice, not because you sought its approval, but because your light will be impossible to ignore. The power of positive thinking. Your mind is the most powerful tool you possess. It is not merely a container of thoughts, but a creator of reality. What you think consistently, you become. What you focus on, you attract the world. What experience outside is a direct reflection of the world you construct inside. Norman Vincent Peale understood this truth with unwavering clarity through his work. He championed the concept of positive thinking not as wishful optimism, but as a practical, powerful force for transformation. His teachings helped countless people escape the trap of self doubt, fear, and failure by simply shifting their inner dialogue from defeat to possibility. Positive thinking is not a soft philosophy. It is a discipline, a strength, a way of moving through the world with intention and resilience. When you cultivate a positive mental attitude, you begin to change. Your reality challenges no longer appear as roadblocks. They become stepping stones. Setbacks transform into valuable lessons. Failure becomes feedback, not a final judgment. You no longer ask, why is this happening to me? Instead, you ask, what is this here to teach me? This subtle shift in thinking unleashes immense power, because thoughts are not passive, they are active. They shape your words, your decisions, your actions, and eventually your result. A mind soaked in negativity will always find a reason to stop. A mind rooted in positivity will always find a way to move forward. When you think positively, you align yourself with solutions. You tap into creativity, resilience, and faith. You attract people who resonate with your energy. You open doors that would have remained shut